This is the ocean the travel brochures show you. Warm, turquoise, harmless. But the ocean has a second face. And it doesn't look like a storm, or a shark fin, or anything from a horror movie. Its deadliest weapons are quiet. Some of them are even beautiful. And the most dangerous one of all is probably at the beach you swam at last summer, killing more people every year than sharks, snakes, and lightning combined. We're counting down the 7 most dangerous natural phenomena in the ocean, from the one you'll probably never meet to the one that might already have met you. And for each one, exactly what to do if you see it. Let's get wet. Number 7. Under the ice of Antarctica, something grows downward from the ceiling. A ghostly, twisting icicle of death that scientists call a brinicle. When sea ice forms, it squeezes out super salty water called brine. That brine is so salty it can't freeze. But it's so cold, around -2 degrees, that it freezes everything it touches. The heavy brine sinks like syrup through the seawater, and an ice shell crystallizes around the falling stream, building a hollow fang of ice that grows toward the seafloor at up to a few centimeters per minute. For the ocean, that's lightning speed. When it touches down, the ice spreads across the bottom like a web, flash freezing everything too slow to escape. Starfish, urchins, entire crowds of them, locked in ice mid-step. Number 6. One morning, the sea is just red. Rust red, tomato soup red, stretching for miles. It looks biblical, but it's biology. A red tide, billions of microscopic algae exploding into bloom, up to millions of cells in a single liter of water. Some of these algae produce brevetoxin, a nerve poison. It kills fish by the ton, washes them onto beaches in silver carpets, and doesn't stop there. Waves smash the algae into a toxic spray that drifts ashore, and suddenly people 3 streets from the beach are coughing like they're allergic to the ocean itself. Here's the twist. At night, some of these same blooms glow. That gorgeous electric blue bioluminescent surf all over social media? Often the exact same organisms. The prettiest photo op on the coast can be a chemical weapons factory with good lighting. Survival rule number 6, red water, dead fish, or a cough the moment you reach the sand. Skip the swim, keep shellfish off the menu, and admire the blue glow from a distance. Number 5. In a narrow strait in Norway, 400 million cubic meters of seawater are forced through a channel just 150 meters wide, 4 times a day. That's a fifth of a million Olympic swimming pools trying to squeeze through a doorway. The result is saltströmmen, the strongest tidal current on Earth, spinning whirlpools 10 meters across and 5 meters deep. A maelstrom isn't a hole that sucks ships to the bottom, no matter what old sailors' maps say. It's worse in a sneakier way. It's a washing machine. Currents shear in opposite directions. The water churns and drops, and a small boat doesn't get pulled under, it gets spun, swamped, and shoved into rocks. These monsters run on a timetable. They're tidal, as predictable as a train schedule. Locals surf the edges of the safe windows. Tourists who don't check the schedule become rescue statistics. Number 4. From a cliff top in western France, tourists photograph something that looks impossible. The ocean arranged into a giant checkerboard. Square waves, marching in a perfect grid to the horizon. It looks like a glitch in the simulation. It's actually 2 complete wave systems from 2 different weather systems crossing at nearly 90 degrees. And that's the problem. Where the 2 systems cross, their energy stacks. Waves double in height, then vanish, then reappear from a direction that makes no sense. A boat can handle waves from one direction. Hulls are literally designed for it. In a cross sea, there is no right direction. It's like riding a mechanical bull that's also on a trampoline. Studies of shipping accidents have found that a large share of wrecks in coastal waters happen exactly in these crossing seas, not in storms. In geometry. Number 3. New Year's Day, 1995. The Dropner gas platform, North Sea. Sensors are logging routine 12-meter storm waves until a single wall of water hits at 26 meters. An 8-story building, alone, in the middle of the ocean. For centuries, sailors swore these waves existed. For centuries, scientists filed them under sea monsters and mermaids. Dropner's laser sensor settled the argument in one reading. A rogue wave is the ocean pooling its pocket money. Dozens of ordinary waves briefly focus their energy into one giant, twice the size of everything around it, often with a trench in front that crews call a hole in the sea. It stands up, hits like a freight train. We're talking up to 10 times more force than a normal storm wave, and dissolves within a minute, leaving no evidence. Satellites have since spotted them roaming every ocean on Earth. Researchers counted dozens of giants in just a few weeks of scanning. Modern ships are still built to survive seas that rogue waves treat as a minimum bid. Number 2. Locked in the seafloor of every continental shelf are frozen cages of methane, gas hydrates, and ice that burns. Warm currents, landslides, or earthquakes can pop those cages open, and the seafloor erupts in bubbles. Sounds cute. It isn't. Here's the physics that should scare every sailor. A ship floats because water is dense. Fill that water with gas bubbles, and it stops being water and becomes foam, and nothing floats on foam. Laboratory tests confirm it. Enough bubbles under a hull and a ship drops like a stone into a hole that closes over it. No storm, no distress call, no wreck where anyone looks for one. Off the coast of Norway, scientists have mapped seafloor craters hundreds of meters wide, blasted out by ancient methane eruptions. Some researchers suspect sudden gas blowouts may explain a few of history's ships that vanished without a trace in calm weather, including some tall tales about a certain triangle near Bermuda. Survival rule number 2. Fizzing, boiling water with a rotten egg smell means leave. A boat in bubbling water is a car driving on to a bridge that's dissolving. Therefore, the deep sea has ambushes we're only beginning to map. And yet, none of them come close to number 1 because number 1 isn't in the deep sea. It's in waist-deep water. Number 1. No wall of water, no Red Sea, no whirlpool, no checkerboard. Just a gap between the breaking waves that looks calmer than everywhere else, which is exactly why people swim straight into it. That calm gap is a rip current, a river of water that came in with the waves, found a low channel between sandbars, and is now flowing straight back out to sea, with you in it. Rips move up to 2.5 meters per second, faster than an Olympic swimmer. Lifeguard associations estimate they're behind the overwhelming majority of beach rescues, and they kill more people every single year than sharks, jellyfish, and lightning combined. The deadliest thing in the ocean is the one that doesn't look like anything. And here's the cruel trick. A rip doesn't pull you under, it pulls you out. People drown because they fight it, swimming straight against a current that cannot be beaten until their arms give up. The ocean isn't out to get you. It's just a machine. Tides, currents, chemistry that doesn't check who's standing in the way. Now you know its 7 favorite tricks and the one rule for each. That already makes you safer than 99% of the people on the sand. So tell us in the comments, which of these have you actually seen with your own eyes? And where? Best story gets pinned. If this might save someone's beach day, share it with them. Hit like and subscribe. A new deep dive into the strange side of science lands every week. Stay curious and stay on the bright side of life.